Today, we're going to do Q&A and everyday complaints today. Go on and hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button here. If you want to, you can turn the notification off after you subscribe. You feel me? Give me some subscriptions, y'all. All right, check it out. Like I said, today we're gonna do Q&A with everyday complaints about in the transporter, RV transporter world. Everyday questions, complaints about different things that go on, and how to deal with some of them. I approached two people yesterday. They might be watching this now. What's up, y'all? Hopefully it'll be easy. You took the advice and you got your load. There are certain things, I was asked that, how would you know if the company is a good company to work for? It's hard to say what company is a good company to work for. And if this is shaking, please forgive me. It's the road I'm on right now. While I'm doing this, hopefully my video stabilizer will correct all of this. I'm not sure if it's doing it or not. But every company is not the right company for everybody. The one company you work for is not the right company to work for everybody. Like, y'all all know who I work for, but that might not be a company that works for you because you got a certain need that you want out of your company that you work for. It's that one thing my company might not give it to you, but company across the street might do. And that winds up being the company you just fall in love with. It's just like when you're dating. You date so many people until you find that one that actually just clicks with you. That's your one. That's the one you in love with. That's it. Same way with the job. With this with trying to figure out which one's the best transport company for you. That's for you. Everybody always, hey man, what's the best transport company to work for? Oh, what's it? Everybody's definition of the best transport company is not the same. I've learned that whenever somebody asks me what's the best company to work for, they're not talking about the best company that you'll get real good customer service with, you get good interaction with the staff. No, they talking about money. That's what they mean about what's the best company to work for. Then you get there, you supposed to be making this big money, but you can't put up with the attitude of the staff. But you wanted to know what was the best company, not the best company overall to work for. See where I'm going with this? I was also asked by a couple what would be the best way to find another company, and it's like I told them, I said, look, I'm not trying to recruit you to the company I work for. I'm not trying to recruit you. I'm trying to educate you because of the fact that you're new to the game, and I'm not trying to get over on you. I'm not trying to let nobody else get over on you. But it's just like I said, every company doesn't work. My company might not work for every person. And it's like I told him, I said, well, look, number one, don't just up and quit from that company. Have some type of morals.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Some type of pride. and show that you are a stand-up type person. Don't just quit and go to another company. Just walk away from that company and go to another company. Don't do that. Give these people notices. Even though they doing recruiting every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, whatever it may be, bringing in new people, still give that respect. Because believe it or not, they write it down. And then some of you might say, I don't care. They can write down all they want. I ain't coming back to them. You never know what you're going to do. You could get in such a bind that that'll be the only company that take you back, but you refuse to go back because you said you wasn't going because of how you walked away from that company. So, be courteous. Don't be a prick. Don't be an a-hole. Also be aware, all y'all newbies, be aware, if you get a load and the load is damaged or there's a defect in it that it has to be returned to the manufacturer, if your company can't tell you when it's coming back, the smartest thing to do is to ask them to take you off that load and put you on another load so you can go ahead and get moving and get your money. Pick out another load where you want to go. I was also asked, how do you know if it's a good company to go to and meet the qualifications that that you want? Such as, okay, how's the load board? Or what kind of, do y'all have a load board? How do you get the load? How do you inform the drivers of what's on the load board? Or what's the available loads? These are the questions you ask. How much do I get in advance for the load I'm about to take? How much do you guys take out? Do y'all charge a pull-out fee? How much is that? What is the insurance cost? They're gonna tell you insurance costs. Scratch that one. I forgot. You have to apply for the insurance on your own or deal it with your own insurance that does commercial insurance. What else is there to ask?
In 1.5 miles, keep to the right on I-57 South.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do a lane shift. All right. Call around, talk to different staff. You talk to a recruiter, cool. Ask to call and talk to payroll, to ask payroll how they do the pay. Ask to talk to the safety person, so you could go over some things that you might have heard out in the street about how you do stuff with your logs or your time management, this type of stuff. So you can gauge the staff. You can see how the staff might be irritable. They might not want to talk, or they give you this negative vibe.
In a half mile, keep to the right on I-57 South.
And you can gauge it that way. Sometimes what I do, I get on it. Somebody might be sounding kind of down. Hey, how you doing today? They asking you how you doing, but you're it's very rare for anybody. My GPS needs to shut up. It's very rare for anybody to call them and ask them how they doing, how's their day, is everything all right? I don't mean to disturb you, but I had a couple of questions. Smile, I can hear you. You kind of sound down.
For 47 miles.
Smile. And it goes from there. And you'd be surprised. You might enlighten their day and they'll make a better impression on you. Don't just shoot them down because they don't sound too enthused when they answer the phone. Try to perk them up. If they perk up a little bit, all right, more than likely it's something that's going on that have them that way. I can't even talk today. But yeah, do that so you can engage the staff. If you feel lucky, even ask to speak to the owner. or the CEO, whoever, if they'd take your call. Just wanted to ask some questions, how the business is going, how you started it, how's it been running, you know, that type of stuff. And all you're doing when you do this, you're gauging the staff. This is a list. This is a list that you're checking off on what would make a perfect company for me. All right, the staff seem okay. You done got questions answered. You done got payroll questions answered. You done talked to recruiter, asked the recruiter, okay, can we do X, Y, and Z? Can I do this, and that? You done got those questions out the way. That's checked off the list. Now, what I had a question about, how is home time? How often do I go home? Me, I might work 3 weeks out the month and go home on the 4th week. That's me. I'm out here to make the money. I got bills back at home. I got a brand new truck I gotta pay for. So, and I gotta keep it up. Then I gotta pay the overhead on this truck. My insurance, my trailer that I gotta pay that too. So, it's like, you have to look at what your obligations are based off home time. Hey, is there a lot of loads running through my state? Is there a lot of loads running back to my location? A lot of people that do that, you guys are really not looking to run. You looking for something part-time to get you back and forth to the house. Always go back and forth to the house. This industry does not guarantee you a load going anywhere. We might have a heavy volume going to a certain direction, but it's not guaranteed that volume will continue to go in that direction. Like right now, I believe we got a heavy volume in Colorado, California, and Idaho. But tomorrow, it's after 1 o'clock. So yeah, tomorrow, the volume might shift and go California, Arizona, New Mexico. You never know. Every company is different. It's never the same. If you're looking to run back and forth to the house, it's going to be hard for you to make money. Unless you live closer to Indiana, or you live in Indiana. Then that's a different story. But if you stay away from Indiana, not in the high traffic area at the time, no, it's not no guarantee that you're gonna get something coming to the house all the time. And to clarify on that question or statement, RV transport does not have a dedicated lane. There is no such thing. This is what people are asking about. Oh, can I get loads to go back and forth to the house? No, it's not a dedicated lane. If you catch one going back to the house once every 4 months, don't mean it's gonna be there every day. We do not have dedicated lanes in RV transport. Not that I've seen. We have dedicated dealers, but those dealers have several dealerships across the country. So it's not guaranteed you can always go back and forth. And like I said in one of my other videos before, it's also first come, first serve if you can get it. One of the other questions is, how do you dispatch? How do they dispatch your loads? Well, when I find it on the board, I call in, ask them is it still available? Because it's first come, first serve. So if it's not available, it's not available. I got to pick out something else to run with. If it ain't nothing on the board that I want to run with today, I'll wait till tomorrow. We get two load boards put out every day. If neither one of them got something I want, I could wait till the next day. One day literally is not gonna kill me. but I do prefer to be running. So that's what I do. You have to plan your time wisely. You got to think outside the box a lot of times. Back to the question, how to plan the loads. Can I plan 2-3 loads out? Or can I book a load on my way back to Gosha? Or how is your backhaul boards? Or how is your reload boards? These are the questions you ask. Are they available to everybody, or is it a certain division in the company? These are some of the questions you want to ask. A lot of people get into a company and they go to complaining about it. And sometimes you got to look at, okay, I'm brand new. I'm thinking it should run this way, but it's actually running this way. This is the reason why I told you to fill out the staff, because now you can talk to the staff and get a clarification on how things are being ran, how they're supposed to run. Some of them might get in real close with you and let you know, oh yeah, X, Y, and Z, yeah, it's supposed to do this, this, and this. If you're trying to do this, then do this. They'll give you advice. Some of them will, some of them won't. Some of them might not even want you to know. But this is how you find out. You ever heard of that old saying? Closed mouth don't what? A closed mouth don't get fed. So if you don't ask questions and seek advice, you won't never get answers, and you're going to be still stuck in the same position you're in right now. What else was it? How do you do your maintenance? My maintenance is done almost every 2 weeks on my truck. And a lot of y'all looking at me like, what? Yeah, I put almost 10,000 miles on my truck every 2 weeks. So I get oil changes every 2 weeks. My tires get rotated every 2 weeks or every 4th week. I get my fuel filters changed every 20,000 total. It'll be 20,000 miles, but it's actually 10,000 miles on my fuel filters. But I do it the second time I come in and get my oil change. Tires get rotated. All right, I'm sorry about that. Had to help a driver out. Let's see, we're back to complaints and Q&A. Where I get Q&T from? I don't know. It's becoming a long day today. But what other complaints and questions I get? How much I make? It varies on what loads I pick. How long it take me to go from point A to point B. All these answers that I give to questions that I ask are based off of me when I done single haul, which is what everybody should get in. And I'm telling you right now, if you're trying to come into this, you've never done this before, don't try to jump and get a trailer like I got and pull multiple units until you get your feet wet. Come in, do 3 to 4 months, at least 4. I'm gonna say 4 to 6 months pulling singles. Get used to pulling these singles, backing them up, because it's all gonna play a part on getting a 53-foot trailer. When you have these 40-foot, 44-foot, 45-foot trailers, it's almost the same turning rates. And I say, I say almost. Not exactly, almost. But it'll get you used to backing up a longer trailer. How does the family feel about it? So. They like it when I'm not home. The kids do, because I can't get in their butt. I can't chew them out like I want to. And then they don't like it when I'm not home. So yeah, the wife says she don't like it, but then she do like it. But I have to be away because head of the house gotta pay bills. So I gotta do what I gotta do. What else? What's the longest trip I've taken? To California, 2,222 miles. One way. So that's about what, 4,444 miles? Round trip. No, I haven't traveled to the East Coast yet doing this stuff. Closest I got to the East Coast is delivering to Georgia or Florida. That was the closest. So like anything like North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and all of them up the East Coast, no, I have not. Have I done this before? Am I new to this? Yes, I'm new. If you have not watched any of my previous videos that I posted, I am new to the RV transport world, but I'm not new to transporting freight, basically, because the RVs will wind up becoming a type of freight. I have driven big trucks like the ones past me right now. I know y'all see it. I have driven big trucks, box and reefer. So I'm not a rookie at some of this DOT, FMCSA stuff. So, but I still need a refresher because I'm not gonna be the one to tell you I know everything. So, just to be clear on that. What else? Can you have a ride-along partner? Meaning, when that question is asked, it means can you have somebody in your passenger seat riding with you? Yes, you can. Well, I know at the company that I'm with, we can. I don't know about the rest of the companies. They have to sign some documentation. I think it's waiving their rights to place a lawsuit if they're ever injured or whatever. But it's something like that. I know the company I'm with, and if I remember right, I believe Synergy do it too. Is RV transport for everybody? Yes and no. Can you make big money in RV transport? I can't say yes and I can't say no to it. And the reason why I say that is because I started during the year of the pandemic, so I really don't know the actual flow of the loads and stuff, the off season, the peak season, the low season. I don't know it yet, so I don't want to say yes, because during the pandemic, a lot of this stuff kicked off real big. Everything had to move. Everything has to move. Now that it's kind of easing off a little bit, it's different. So I really can't answer yes or no to that question. Can you write stuff off in transport on your taxes? Yes, you can. I have my own business name up under for transporting. So at the end of the year, I write my stuff off on taxes. I write it almost everything, just about everything. Keep your receipts or get QuickBooks or whatever it is. Take pictures of your receipts so you can have copies to refer back to and be able to show your accountant or your tax preparer, whatever it is you use to do your taxes, whoever you use to do your taxes. What else? What is the equipment that that is required? I posted that in one of my previous videos. I believe that was one of my first 3 videos I have on the same shirt. It's a mustard brownish looking shirt. It's in one of those 3 videos. And I actually go through how to bargain shop on some of the items you need to start in RV transport. Like I say, I know a lot of you all are, oh shoot, I didn't see that.
Continue on this road for 6.8 miles.
I know a lot of you all are tight on money coming into this, and this is one of the reasons why I did the little thing of showing you how to bargain shop, how to search around for your products. And also, I don't think I put it on that video, but you can also go on Facebook Marketplace and look for a lot of this equipment that you need to start in RV transport. So, and get it cheaper, because guys and girls are selling stuff off because they're not in the industry no more. And I'm gonna tell you, don't listen to none of the negativity that they tell you when you go to pick your stuff up, because they start talking negative. It's gonna dissuade you from even taking a look at this world. They might have had a real bad experience in the transport industry. Don't mean you gonna have a bad experience. So don't let their experience and negativity stop you from trying to see what you want to do, what you're trying to do. You're trying to make money. You pick this because you are trying to make money. Don't go off of something somebody else said, because they might have screwed up. They might have been the screw up of the company, but they're not going to tell you that. So don't listen to the negative. Don't listen to the negativity. Don't listen to the hype. It's just like when I was driving trucks, when I went through, my trainer told me, he said, look, you're going to have a lot of truck drivers running around here talking about they making $10,000, $20,000 a load. Don't listen to it. It's a bunch of hype. A lot of them are owner operators, but they're not telling you what their overhead is. How much all that's going in their overhead. How much of that went into their fuel. How much of that went into their dang breakdown, because someone driving old trucks and they done broke down. They done broke down a few times. They ain't telling you all that. And after all that's said and done and fixed, how much you got in your pocket? That's what you made. Gross is the overall, what you brought in. Net is after you pay all the overhead, all your payments, all your payments, your fuel, all of that done came out. What you got left, that's your profit. That's your net. That's your net income. That's your total income that you brought in and it's in your hand. That's your money. A lot of these jokers will turn around and tell you, oh no, that's my net. No, it ain't. That's their gross. So don't believe all the hype, what they talking. Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I ain't going to brag on myself about nothing. I ain't going to brag on myself about no money. I ain't going to, because bragging, all you're going to do is lie. I'll tell you the truth, how much I make. And you go back through my videos, I tell you, this is what I made gross or I made it net. I'm not going to lie to you. When you see the difference in the price, you know how much I put in my pocket. Now, what my bills are when I go home and stuff, what I got to pay when I go home, that's my business. But what I made after I done paid my overhead, my fuel, I tell you. But it's up to you to make the proper decisions, the wise decisions on how you make your money, how you keep your money, and how you spend your money. That's all up to you. So, stand by. All right, sorry about that. I keep cutting in and out. I'm rolling with a couple of drivers, just trying to make sure everything's all right. We're checking on each other. But yes, we tend to get loads going the same direction as other drivers. Hell, you might get in orientation, get to know a driver, and y'all might want to go ahead and run the same direction if you got a load running the same way. Sometimes you might grab a load running to the same exact location. You can do that. Y'all just gotta be, it's what I always say, you have to think outside the box. In this industry, you have to think outside the box. Don't stay confined thinking you can't do this, can't do that. That's why I say open your mouth, talk, ask questions. I learned something new today myself. So it's like, hey, because I asked. But I'm going on pretty long. Q&A is supposed to be short. But since I was doing complaints too, then it's going to drag on a little bit. But it's like I always say, be courteous, be kind. Be courteous and be kind no matter what the other person mood is. Try to stay that way. Things work out better for you. So don't be a butt. Don't be that person that's the ass of the party. Be the positive one. Look at everything on a positive side. I even hear people complain in the company I work for now, and in the company I used to work for, and in other companies I ain't even worked at. I hear them complain. They complain about a lot of stuff. Some of it's valid, but then you got to look at the other side of the story. Remember, there's always two sides to a story. Unless you want to make it three, one of them's a lie. But everybody has complaints. I might have some complaints, but then I look at the situation and try to look at it from the other side, and then it makes sense. So it cools me down knowing that I figured the issue out. And it makes my day even better. It makes the job even better. It makes working for the company even better. So keep it rolling. Everybody's chasing that money. But I'm going to tell you something. That's the other thing. When people come into this transport industry, they looking to get with the company that's paying out the most money. They are. They seriously looking for the one paying out that most money. But I will tell you something that everybody won't tell you. I know Fair Winds will tell you. Weekend Trucking tell you. And High Mileage Helper. He says it all the time. The money that everybody gets, these companies get, is paying you, telling, oh, I pay you $1.80 a mile flat rate right now. Yeah, they right now. Because they don't know when that surcharge money, that extra money that's being put out is going to quit. So once it quit, then the rate's going to drop. Now, you went to a company because it was paying high. Then all of a sudden, 3-4 months later, the rates drop. Now you trying to leave that company to go to another company that's paying 5 cents higher, 10 cents higher than that one, because you can't find nobody paying where you was at before. That don't make no sense. Come into the company, look, what's your, that's one of the questions you ask. What is your original base rate per mile? That kills it right there. Oh, well, our original base rate might have been a few months ago was 135. Okay, what is it now? 160. They done went up 30 cents. These are examples. That don't mean this actually happened. And they're open and honest with you. I take that in consideration, because if you're gonna be honest with me about money, about the company, about what you will do for me, I'm gonna go out my way and do for you. I'm gonna go out my way and stay with you. That's me. I believe, like I said in my last video. Whoa. I'm old school about a lot of stuff when it comes to honor and integrity, like the night's cold. So, hey, that's just me. But that's the type of stuff that also determines what type of person I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with another dude, that just tells me that you're a real man. You're not gonna lie, you're gonna keep it straight, or you're a real woman. That's how I feel. I know I can trust you, because it ain't gonna be no going around the bush later, going around the bush on me, trying to sugarcoat it. I don't need all that. So, do I get that now? Yes. I'm telling you right now, yes. Told you, the owner of this company walked up to me and 2 other guys and talked to us about coming over. I told him, if you don't lie to me, and you always up front, I can work for you. No problems, I won't go nowhere. Just be honest with me and work with me, and I'll do the same for you. Being honest, I'm still working here. I'm still doing what I can do for the company. Like mention them in all my videos, but I still, when I go in to pick up loads, man, I go in and help dispatch up. Hey, you got a load going to such and such that you need gone? Yeah, I take it for you, no problem. Boom. I come back. You got another one? Boom, go. But then I pick out my load. I know what load I want to go where I'm going, but I come in and help the company out first. Because if I can put my drop-off date a couple of days out, I'll go ahead and help the company out. Get some of these loads out to these local dealers so they can get them off the yard and get paid. I do that. A couple more guys at the company does it too. But that's what you do. If the company's gonna do good by you, you should do good by the company. But I've been ragging on enough. Anybody, and I mean anybody, even the couple I met, which was yesterday, what's today's day? The 24th. Okay, I met them on the 23rd of March. Even that couple, yo, you got any questions? Put it in my comments below. put it in the comments or email me. My email is below. Email me. I get back with you. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I will. Just give me a couple of days. Sometimes I don't look at it because I be pushing so hard on the road. But anybody got questions, comments, answers, want to tell me about improving some stuff, how to increase my traffic on here, how to increase my subscribers, whatever. Hey, y'all, hey, email me below. Once again, I have discussed it because I brought it up in my other video. Yes, if you come over and you put down my name or my company name, GrimReapertransport, and you meet the qualifications for the referral bonus, I will split the referral bonus in half and give you the other half. But you must let me know. Send me an email with your first and last name and city and state you're from, so I can verify that they got you in the system and that you referred me on the application. Name is Charles Hall, or you put Grim Reaper Transport, one of the two, and I will be able to get you half of the referral fee as long as you meet the referral requirements. All right, that's no problem. Now, if you're trying to come over to Dynamic, call and reach and talk to my boy Alan. Extension, what is his extension? 113. Hey, he ain't gonna lie to you. He a pretty good man. He might sound kind of stern on the phone. Hey, but he's good. He's a good man. He kind of funny too. So, hey, call in, email, put your application in. But if you have any further questions about the company, call, talk to Alan, extension 113, and he'll get you squared away. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But remember, the roads may be grim, but I'm gonna reap that money all day. All day. You feel me? Hey, I get happy when I say it. Woo! Hey.